Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Sexiness. Your favorite color too? It's just something about the color purple. It's just such a beautiful color. Uh, forever telling you, I need you to curse all them chicks out. Oh, I will. Don't get it twisted. I most definitely will. Team Keke with my purple hearts. Thank you, thank you. Hey, Stanya. All right. So, I wanted to come on here and just kind of answer some questions and kind of knock a whole bunch of birds out with one stone, kind of, because I have a lot of people asking me so many of the same exact kind of questions and wondering some of the same exact things. So let me kind of explain this to you first. I did see, the show in real time with you guys, and I have an opinion on it, just like y'all. I saw the previews too, and before I commented, I wanted to make sure that I saw the full scope of the scene so that I wouldn't overreact. Okay. Um, and there's still some things that I'm not gonna say until next week after we see the remainder of me and Tisha's conversation. Um, y'all, that was like a 2.5 hour conversation, and they left so much out. And it was, from what I saw, it was pretty one-sided. There were really none of my points and ideas highlighted in this section of the show. So I want to kind of see where they're gonna take it the next time to see if they're going to give any of my feedback or my thoughts and opinions on where me and Tisha stand in our relationship. So one of the things is, hold on, you know what? I want to be fully present with y'all. So I'm gonna grab my glass of wine. I think I left it. I'll be right back. Let me grab my little glass of wine real quick. Okay, here's after dinner. Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I literally have no idea why I put my glass. So I had to make another one. Thank you. Um, I wanted to go on and get settled before I kind of got into it, because I'm gonna invite some of y'all up here to kind of join me and get some of your feedback about what you think. So let me say this. Number one, let me see how I want to say it. I don't like when this situation seems one-sided, because it's not. And I'm not going to play that game like it is one-sided. Yes, Letitia has discussed with me that it's difficult for her to trust me at this stage. But I also share those same sentiments with her. And I told her it's difficult for me to trust her as well. So she makes, I see that she makes the comment that, how did she say it? She said, I hope, basically, I hope that she's not pretending to be, what she says. I hope that she's really doing the work. Oh, I'm most definitely not pretending, because I wouldn't pretend for anybody. But this is why she has to second guess what I'm telling her, because I have not been able to share things with her throughout the years that were going on in my life, because I couldn't trust her. Okay? Because of what she had done many, many years before last season even happened. So people ask me, why does this continue to come up? Why does this conversation, how do y'all keep going back to square one? This is how. If you guys saw what played out and what was said tonight, this is exactly how we keep going right back to freaking square one. Because I take accountability and I say, you know what? My intentions were not to hurt you. When I answered the question that I answered at Mel's pajama party, okay? Those, and honest to God, that was not my intentions. But let's be honest, okay? Let's be honest. Number one, let's not pretend like she wasn't abreast of everything that was going on every step of the way. As soon as Melody asked me to come on to the show, asked if I was interested in coming on, and I accepted that, I called her and I told her everything about it. She knew everything about it, okay? She knew that I was going to Melody's party, so, it kind of threw me for a loop when I see her saying, oh, Keke was at the party? She was really, I'm like, really, bitch? But, okay. Okay. If we're going to do it that way, let's do it that way, girl. Whatever you say, honey. So, but I'm going to do so much pretending. And I don't really like to even pretend at all, to tell you the truth. Because it confuses things. I'm more like a speak your truth, keep it real, say what you mean what you say kind of person. So it's like she knew everything. That whole, everything that was going on, And you see me say to Tisha, I feel like you and Marcel kind of blew it out of proportion. And they did. And those are my feelings. They did. Because it's not like these things weren't already discussed and she didn't know these things. No, like I said on the show, no, I didn't tell you everything verbatim. Detail for detail what was said. How many of y'all can remember everything that was said verbatim from a Christmas party that lasted like 8 hours? Like, how many of y'all can remember every single conversation verbatim? I told her the gist of everything that was said. And although I still feel like they made it out to be more than what it was, kind of like a woe is me type of thing. I said, okay, I'll eat a slice of humble pie. And because I didn't have ill intentions behind that, I will say that I'm sorry because I didn't want to see you hurt. And I didn't. I don't like to see her hurt. Who wants to hurt someone that they love. Never my intentions. Sidebar, by the way. Let me also comment on her and Courtney's situation. I mean, her and Courtney's conversation really quick. Love my baby cousin Courtney. Y'all know I was the first when I'm the first person to graduate from college out of the family, okay? Out of my family. I came to college first. Tisha came next. And so many of our cousins and sisters and brothers have followed us here. And Courtney was one of our little cousins who decided to come, and she stayed with me one summer for a time, and she also stayed with Tisha. So I know that it was rough on her with us feuding and her not wanting to take sides. However, I feel like she did kind of lean a little bit, and this is why. And this is not nothing against Courtney, but she made the statement that Keke is disappointed with some of the choices that she's made in life, which couldn't be more true. I absolutely am 100% disappointed in some of the choices that I made that I felt like, I feel like set me back tremendously. You know, if y'all could have seen me at 26 years old, 27, 28, 30, homegirl had it going on. So to see me make terrible choices and my demise as a result of that, it's hurtful. But y'all about to see this come back though. That's the thing. So this is the thing. I am disappointed in some of the choices that I made, but that has nothing at all to do with Tisha. I don't take anything or any choices that I made out on her. It has nothing to do with her. That has everything to do with me. Okay? And how I feel about moving forward in my own life. Everything that I'm disappointed with as it relates to Tisha are the choices that she made as it relates to our relationship. Somebody said, hey, I'm just saying, hey, my secret lover, love you. So I'm disappointed, not or angry with Tisha for the decisions I made. I'm angry with her for the decisions that she made as a result of that relationship. When you're in a point of time where you've been knocked down tremendously, y'all, hurting. I was hurting worse than I'd ever hurt in my entire life. Y'all, I was devastated. My heart was shattered. I didn't know what to do. I didn't ever expect to be in that situation, y'all. So it was very difficult for me. I was extremely embarrassed. I didn't want anybody to know, especially I didn't even want my immediate family to know, let alone people outside of my family. And at that time, for her and Marcel to feel comfortable enough to discuss my personal issues with people that I wasn't comfortable sharing those things with and give me, what I feel like is a bullshit ass excuse behind it. That was very difficult for me to forgive. And I don't feel like she gets that. I get where she's coming from. And I own it. She says that I don't. How do I not own it? I said what I said. I made the apologies, the necessary apologies about it. I agreed to move forward and to never violate her in that way again. So what is it that I'm not taking accountability and ownership of? I'll get that. So when Courtney says hurt people, they do. That's so true. But I wasn't intentionally trying to hurt Tisha because I was hurting from what the choices I made. No, I wasn't trying to hurt her at all, to tell you the truth. That's the way it went. That's the way they took it. But she knows I wasn't trying to hurt her for real. And I feel like they milked the hell out of that. For real, for real. But I took accountability. And I said, if that hurt you, that wasn't my intention. I'm sorry. Again, it's not my intention to hurt her or anyone else. If I have several great friendships, not one of my friendships, not even one of them, suffered as a result of my issues and what I was going through. I mean, yeah, we had some kinks due to some of the choices I was making and some of the things I was saying, lies I was telling, stuff like that. But not one of my relationships ended or was troubled or came to a point. All my relationships are still the same today. So why would I choose only me and Tisha's relationship to suffer as a consequence of the decisions that I made? Make that make sense? No, I've never blamed her for anything that I've done or my choices. Neither have I been mad at her or jealous or envious. Never. That's not who I am. You can ask anyone who knows me. Not one person can tell you they've ever seen Keke be jealous or envious. Not one person. So it's frustrating when I feel like she doesn't get it, and it keeps bringing us right back to square one. And a lot of people are saying, why do you keep apologizing? Because honestly, I want to show her that I'm taking accountability and that wasn't my intention, and that I am sorry that she was hurt, and that I want to make that right, and I want to move on. But I need her to acknowledge her wrongs too. This is not one-sided. I didn't do everything by myself. This started years ago. She broke that trust years ago when I decided that I couldn't trust her anymore the way that I wanted to and the way that I needed to. So I feel like she has to take as much accountability for the demise of our relationship as I'm willing to take. Okay? And I don't feel like that's any more than fair. But what I'm not going to do, she said, well, she ain't going to be nobody's punching bag. Bullshit. I'm not going to be a punching bag. I'm not going to let you sit up and blame everything on me, and I'm just supposed to say nothing. You blame everything on me. It's all my fault. It's all Keke's fault. And I'm not taking accountability. I want one person to tell me from an alternate point of view and help me understand how I'm not taking accountability. Help me with that, because I don't see it and I don't get it. What about you, Keke? You deserve an apology. I agree. And see, this is the thing. When we do have these conversations and I express my sentiments, she does offer her apologies, and say, she's sorry and she hates that happened, and she wants to, she gives her spiel about how it happened and why it happened and this and yada, 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 yada. And we both agree, okay, we've hurt one another. So because we've hurt one another, let's agree to mend fences and move on. But this shit keeps taking us right back to square one. I don't get it. I do not get it for the life of me. But it's all my fault. It's my fault. I don't get that shit either. I'm sorry, Mama. But y'all help me understand, please. Okay, so I gave y'all my spiel about that. I'm not gonna go on and on and on about it. I know a lot of people complain and say, "Oh my God, Keke, you so winded," or long-winded. It's not that I'm necessarily long-winded, but y'all gotta remember, my undergraduate major was in journalism and communications. I'm a writer. I've been an educator, for 15 years. I don't know how to speak without detail. I don't know how to do that. And that's just naturally for me. So I'm sorry if I give, too many details sometimes. And I don't mind if you tell me, okay, Keke, my friends tell me all the time, girl, just get to the main point. What is it? I believe in detail. Who, what, when, where, how, and everything in the middle. And I like to know details. So I'm sorry if I'm a little bit too winded for some people, but that's just me. Okay? Take it or leave it. All right, so I'm gonna answer some of y'all questions. Miss Ebony Rose, it's just like a meal, just like she laughing and having Maurice X at her house, but expecting unconditional loyalty from Kimmy. I agree. Hold on. I like when you explain things in detail. Thank you, because that's the only way I know how to communicate, y'all. I'm sorry. I don't know how to. That's just me. I don't know how to turn it off. But the first time I saw you was at the graduation cookout where you asked Marceau about the 20 women's. Yes. That wasn't my first time on the show, but I was at the cookout. And I did surround him with T-Man and Bernard asking him, and Tisha's dad asking him about the 20 women's. You're good. Say it the way you want. And no, thank you, babe. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. Tell Carlos to stop putting it on the show and tell Melodies to stop putting it on the show. What are you referring to specifically, babe? To stop putting what specifically on the show? Keke, you're too smart for this ish. Right. This is like meaningless redundancy. It's so intermediate, and I'm so ready to move past this point. I've been ready to move past this point. She's not the only person who's ready to move on. I am too. But it just seems like to me, they're blaming me of not comprehending when really it's the opposite way. Okay. And I'm just not with that whole playing the victim thing. I'm not gonna play the victim. Ain't nobody gonna see me play the victim. I'm gonna stay how I feel. What was wrong, what was right, yada yada yada, and it is what it is. But I'm not gonna sit up here and say, for example, if somebody asks about our relationship, I'm going to say not that I can't trust Tisha. I can't trust Tisha because of what she did to me, years ago, her and Marceau at Mail House telling my business. So that's hard for me to trust her. Why would I go back there? That's what she just did. I would say, and I have been saying, Letitia and I are trying to work on our relationship because neither one of us are at the point where we trust each other like we used to, and we have to grow that back. That's my type of response. And I don't know why she says this. This drives me crazy. I like to play with words. No, I don't play with words. It's called a pun. When you play with words or a play on words, it's a pun. But I don't play with words, and I don't mince words either. I am very specific when I talk about certain things, but inaccuracies are inaccuracies, and facts are facts, and that's just that. There's no getting away from that. So, how am I playing with words? For example, I believe Kimmy went back and told Tisha after Mel's party. She went back and told Tisha. Keke said that you have discussed that you basically told her that Marceau cheated on you. And she came to me, I said Marceau cheated on? I never said that shit. So I'm playing with words because you confront me about saying that Marceau cheated on you. And I said, no, I never said that you said Marceau cheated on you. What I said was that we have had discussions about infidelity. Those are two different things. That's not playing with words. Those are two different things. He cheated on me. We have had conversations about infidelity. Completely different statements. I don't see how people can get those mixed up or intertwined enough to say that I'm playing with words. No, I'm not playing with words. You're not comprehending that the correct way. Okay, what are we about to see from Keke this season? Um, you're about to see a bounce back, a story of redemption. You know, you're going to see me working after such a devastating knockdown and fall off. You're about to see me working on building back myself, trying to be the best me that I can possibly be, you know, so that I can get back into the swing of being, you know, the best mom, the best wife, sister, daughter, you know, all of my roles that God has gifted me with, that I'm responsible for fulfilling. You're about to see that, and hopefully some more things. So you see. All right. I'm about to invite some more people up. Sexiness said she said your husband cheated. Who said that? I know Thick. I know you pissed off. I know you down with me. A1. I know that. So I know you pissed. I feel your sentiments, girl. Keep being you. Thank you. That's all I can be, y'all. And that's one thing I can say on the show. I can't do nothing but give y'all myself. I don't really, I don't really believe in. I don't necessarily tell all my business, but I'm an open book, y'all. Because this is how I feel. I feel like I'm just the type of person who can be honest about things I've gone through in my struggle. I don't have to pretend for nobody. For what I'm pretending for? For what? All the people in my life who matter to me, they know what's real. You know, I see there are a lot of people who, like Tisha said, her first few years, she couldn't get on social media because a lot of the things that people would throw at her and say to her, she really couldn't take it. I'm the complete opposite. Y'all, I have not seen one comment yet that has rocked me the wrong way or that has phased me in any kind of way. I'm just not a very sensitive person. And now I am when it comes to those that I love who are in my day-to-day life. But when it comes to complete strangers saying stuff like girl, you ain't never a crackhead. Bitch, okay. Shit, I'm a fine crackhead, bitch. So it's like stuff like that. It just people can try to insult me all they want to, and what happens is every single time it never fails. When I go back and forth with them, they end up getting mad. So it's like, you know what? If I got time, I entertain you, but I don't be phased by that. So I just feel like if everybody who loves me and knows me in my life knows the good, the bad, and the ugly about me, why should I give up about what people who don't even know me think? Why? I have nothing to hide. Now, do I care about people who don't know me as strangers? Absolutely. I've always loved people. I've always had the yearning to help people. You know, one day I'll be a motivational speaker and I'll help so many women come up out of that same situation of addiction and maybe even men that I suffered from. And I can't wait, y'all. I can't wait to see people who are suffering and be able to jump in and help them build their lives back piece by piece, just like I'm attempting to do now. I can't wait. I can't wait to see the joy of people restore their lives. I can't wait to see lives saved because of receiving help that you never thought would come. I'm excited about that more than anything. That's just my calling. And maybe that's why I went through, that situation in the first place. Although I went through it. It is what it is. I went through it, Oh well. Okay. I'll take one more question, and then I'm gonna let somebody who wanna come up here and talk to me or ask me questions. Production is trying to make you look bad because you are friends with Mel. You know what? I ain't gonna say production trying to make me look bad, but that wouldn't that episode didn't it wasn't favorable to a lot of the things that I said, and I understand they have only so much time that they have to squeeze into these, small segments. Um, and you can't get your way every time, but I do at least want my point of view to be heard and shared. I don't want it to be one sided because I think that's biased. I don't think that's really fair. So at least allow me, at least allow my voice to be heard. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. More thickness. Um. Okay, so I want some of y'all to come up here with me. Hey, Miss Dee. Hey, Keke, my fellow AMU grad. Hey, Summer Loving Diva. Don't allow them to portray you in another way. I absolutely will not. And that's kind of why I'm doing this live with y'all tonight. And y'all will be hearing a lot from me a lot more this season. And any questions and answers that any questions that you have, I'll be more than happy to oblige and answer. And it's fun. Y'all, and this is the thing too. We're not gonna agree on everything, y'all. That's what makes us people. That's what makes us individuals. Like, you're not gonna like everything I say. You're not gonna like everything I do. And I'm okay with you telling me that. Keke, I ain't like that. I thought you could have done better. I thought you should have said, I don't mind that. That's cool. I listen, I'm open to taking constructive criticism. I listen to what people have to say, but I'll tell you if I disagree with you too. Know that. We can have open discussion, debates, dialogues, arguments, whatever you want to do. I'm with it. But I had someone to write me from a page with no picture, no followers, and who's not following anyone. So I guess this just made a page. I forgot the name. I think it's like Summer something, I think. But she wrote me and she said, I used to be such a fan of yours. I was, what did she say? I used to be such a big fan of yours ever since your first day on Love and Marriage, ever since you first came on the Love and Marriage Huntsville. But you have been, I think she said you've been, what did she say? You've been cowering or something like that. So basically, she's saying, I used to be your fan, but I don't like the way you moving, so I'm not your one of your fans anymore. Girl, really? Well, you were never my fan. Cause tell me what is it that you don't like about the way I'm moving? Talk to me. Let me know what you think I should do. Help me out. I'm open to taking criticism and advice. I don't believe that we're in this world alone, especially my women. Why we can't support each other? Why we can't help one another? I don't know everything. I pretend like I do all the time, though, but I don't know everything, and I'm not opposed to learning things either. So if you got some good advice for me, tell me. Okay, so who wanna come up here for me? Hey, my bestie boo, baby mama Tanika. She said, exactly, move on, reconcile. Y'all can stay cousins, but you two don't have to be BFFs anymore. You have your friends and she has hers. So let it go. People outgrow one another every day. I most definitely agree, Nika. And you know everything. And boy, when people die to know everything that you know. But anyway, the same old repeated. BS. Yep. Okay, so like, how do I bring people how do I let people come up here with me, y'all? And who wanna come up here with me? So was that Mel who brought you then? But I think you are awesome. Love my Keke. Oh, thank you. Is it Sheree or Cherie? Bettina? Um, so was that Mel who brought you then? You mean Mel who actually brought me on to the show? Tisha actually brought me on for the first time I was on, but since once I accepted Mel's invite, it's been recurring, which led to my position and status now. Are we? What are we going to see from Keke this season? Are we going to see your life this season? I kind of answered a little bit of that. Dave, I think you'll get to see my life. I've definitely been taping what they decide, if they decide to show it or not. I don't know, but one thing for sure, they listen to y'all. So tell them what you want to see, babe. Kiki, let her have it. She will forever be the victim, but we see the BS. Girl. Okay, so press the plus button to let people come in. Okay. Where is the plus button? Kyra, Nika. One of y'all want to come up here with me? I just joined. Did I see a new family member on the show? Yes, you saw our little cousin, younger cousin Courtney. She's not little anymore, but our younger cousin Courtney. Oh, I see the plus. Here it is. Okay, I hit accept on the side of the comment box. Yeah, Mama, I did that. I hit accept.
Hey,
Hey,
how are you?
I'm doing. Hey, I'm doing well. How are
How
you?
you, friend? I'm all right.
Hey. Long time no hear.
I know, right? I'm
Mm-hmm.
glad to see you tonight, even though I didn't really like how production played the cameras either.
I'm
But
with you.
you know that's what they do though.
Yeah,
Because yeah.
but you know what?
But we all
It's
we
all
all
good.
know the truth.
I know how to. I got a mouthpiece.
Hey, what's up, y'all? Thank you so much for checking out this live with me tonight here on Show Style and Spirit. Please hit the like button. Once Kiki started like letting people come up just to chit chat, I figured I would end her live stream right there. But I did want to touch on a few different points. So one thing, it sounded like Kiki is very hard on herself, the way that she said, she felt like some of the choices that she made in life has pretty much has set her back. And, I definitely get if she's being honest with herself and she can, she's strong enough to admit mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. But I hope she doesn't feel like she is underachieving or she's not proud of herself. I think she's overcome a lot. She's educated as a Black woman, that's always huge. And she works a professional job. She educates people and she has overcome, addiction. So I think that she's done a wonderful job. So I hope she doesn't dwell on any poor choices that she thinks, quote unquote, has set her back. And then she mentioned that she felt like people were milking her, not liking, Tisha not liking her talking about Tisha's marriage at Melody's Christmas pajama party. So, how did you all think about that comment? Definitely, Kiki wasn't alone in talking about the marriage. It was multiple people doing so. But I think also at the same time, I get that Tisha didn't like it, especially if they're supposed to be cousins. That's never cool anyway when you can tell that someone's been talking about you. But I'm sure like the knife kind of cuts a little deeper when it's like family. So I kind of get that. So like I wouldn't really maybe say milking it, but I just thought that was interesting that she would bring that up. Now, Keke, one thing that she said tonight was she said that, Tisha said she can't trust me. Well, I can't trust her. And it goes back years ago prior to season 5. So it almost feels like Keke is on some get back, maybe like a little revenge with being on the show. Or maybe not even so much revenge, but she just, wants to kind of just get her little lick back on Tish for whatever happened between the two of them years ago. So I wanted to get your thoughts on her live tonight. And definitely, again, please hit the like button. If you have not already done so, please subscribe to Show, Style, and Spirit. I will actually do a recap of tonight's episode tomorrow. So I will, get my notes together and my slideshow, how I like to do. And I hope that you all are enjoying the weekend and you have a fabulous night. Thanks again for kicking it with me tonight. Bye-bye.